Yo, good evening. It's Monday. Welcome to New World Sim Racing. I am Milo the First.
Hello there.
Hello there. And it is randomness tonight. No idea if I spelled it right. Don't really care. It's Monday, so no. Quite frankly. The track was selected at random, hence randomness, and randomly it was Donnington Park. And who doesn't love a bit of Donny? You know, a little bit of Donny. Home of the Download Festival, formerly the Monsters of Rock Festival. Oh look, we got a double hello there. No idea why. That's something else we got to fix, Ferris. So Donnington Park, you know, the Wheatcroft Straight is the pit lane straight into turn 1, red gates. Awkward right-hander, actually. Can be a real pain in the butt. Much like my co-commentator. No, I'm just kidding. I'm kidding. We'll get to that. Turn 2, down the hill to turn 3, craner curves. Into 4, the old hairpin, really fast right-hander there. Turn 5 and 6, we've got Starkey's Bridge. British names are silly. How dare you? Into turn 7, McLean's up the hill. Short little run up the hill to turn 8, Coppice. Down Starkey Straight to the S's, which is the high-speed chicane, 9 and 10. Into Melbourne hairpin, turn 11. And then finally, turn 12, Goddard's back onto the straight. And that is a lap of Donnington Park. Lots of motorbike racing happens here as well. It's a good circuit, man. It is a good circuit. Of the British GT pack, I'd say this seems to be most people's favorite. Maybe this and Alton. Alton. I know Ferris enjoys a bit of Alton. That's right. Louis Castro on track right now. Practice underway. 7 minutes to go. And you know what time that means it is. Well, you know what time it is. You know what time it is. That's right. It's everybody's favorite part of the stream. As always, it all goes downhill from here. My dog's dancing. I'm dancing. You're dancing. And interestingly enough, I've seen this band at Donnington Park. Aha! It's a true story. I was also front and center and not ready for the mosh pit. I'm not really a mosh pit guy. It was still epic though. Once I stopped being thrown around, I had a great time. Alright, some say he knows 2 facts about ducks, and they are both wrong. Some say he's a CIA experiment that went inexplicably, horribly wrong. Some say he has 2 sets of knees, and that his droppings have been found as far north as Alaska. And some say that he can drive every circuit in the ACC backwards while blindfolded and stark bollock naked. All I know is he's my friend and yours, Tiago Alves.
Welcome. Thank you so much, people. Milo, this is the first entrance that I understood only 50% of it. That was a bunch of stuff. I don't have a clue what you were saying, but sounded cool. Next is, you were very rude in the start, and I resent that.
Was I? What did I say?
You said I was a pain in your butt.
Oh!
And that is rude as fuck. But still love you though.
Listen, it's all part of the intro process.
Yes.
You know, I have to get myself going. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's almost a warm up. Yeah,
At your expense.
Yeah,
You know,
yeah,
like
that's
that.
normal. Like, I make fun of myself. Why wouldn't you? Makes sense.
Gonna need them dark facts.
Yes.
What's up? Name is
That part
Mud.
I understood.
Hey, Blaine.
That part I understood. Oh, sorry.
No, I'm just saying hello to some people in chat there. Thanks for joining us. So, as always. And yeah, you know, it's Monday and it feels even more Monday-ish than usual.
Oh yes, you are sick. You and my
No,
are sick.
no, not sick. I mean, sick in the head. But like, no, not sick. Just, yeah, I don't know. Just wasn't feeling wonderful. Blaine's taken the night off. Been doing a good amount of practice for this weekend and next. Gotcha. Yeah, I need to do some later on this evening. I might actually do some iRacing tonight. Tiago, still, I need to get on track with you.
Let's go.
We gotta, yeah, we gotta do a little bit just so I can tidy up my LMP2 lines and things that I should be looking out for. But anyway, to tonight's festivities at Donnington Park. Tiago, what are your thoughts on Donnington?
Sucks. Next. I'm kidding. As I say to every British track that has on the game except Silverstone I love. It's a track that's way more fun to run GT4s than GT3s. Maybe you can argue GT3 cars are too big and too fast for the track? Question mark. But at least that's how I feel.
What I like about that, though, is it improves your skills in the GT3 a bit more for some tight racing. You know, if you practice your racecraft on a track like this, there's not much margin for error. And if there's close racing, you know, you got to be a little bit careful. So I think it can help keep, you know, clean racing going.
Yes, on the focus end, I agree, because if you miss 1 meter on the braking, you're gone. At the same time, if you brake too little, you're gone. Like, it leaves very low margin to mistakes. But in terms of racing people, I think it's not very good, because the only way to overtake is ascent from Narnia. There's no other way to overtake.
Yeah, it's yeah, it should be a fun one. I quite like Donnington, has to be said.
Oh,
So
but you're biased.
I guess so. I guess a little bit. Yeah, a little bit. Last time I was here, though, as I said, I was at a rock concert, not a racing event.
I'm absolutely jealous because you saw Metallica.
Yeah, I've been very lucky. I've seen them 5 times actually. Big fan. Yeah.
Where?
Yeah. 3 times in England and twice in Vancouver.
Oh man.
Yeah.
Wonderful.
Yeah, they're very good. Very good live. So tonight we have 14 people. Mixture of GT3s and 4s. Did the guys so tonight is randomness, and they were randomly assigned their cars. Did the guys get to choose GT3 or 4 as their category before?
Yes.
They did. Okay.
You put a placeholder in your general category, which is GT3 or 4, and the randomness like take care of the rest.
Excellent. Okay, so running down the entrance then. So Dorcius in the GTR this evening. Let's run down this way. So yeah, Dorcius is in the Nissan GTR. Ryan Cody is in the McLaren, the black with purple trim there. Sylvester in the Aston Martin. Very colourful livery. Lots of colourful liveries out there tonight. Benito Garza is in the Nissan GTR as well. So 2 GTRs out there. And his car, I don't know, it kind of reminds me of the Joker from Batman. I don't know, just throwing that out there. Victor Leahy, tonight for some reason, when I switched to this camera, it does that. It's very weird. Sorry about that. In the black and red McLaren. Billingsley in the Bentley tonight, not the Porsche.
Yes, I believe he had no choice in that. So
Yeah.
Suck it.
Random assignments. Rados did get the Porsche, so he'll be happy because he drives that one ordinarily.
Oh man, so lucky.
Yeah, that's Rados' favored automobile. Chris Turner, the first time I'm seeing him in a Lamborghini tonight, also with the Joker-style livery. So I don't know if Benito is in Turner's livery school as a student, because it looks like he might be. Look at this. Like, that's Turner's. This is Benito's. You know? Was there a collab that I don't know about? Like,
No. Turner doesn't work on pairs. He just does his own thing, and masterfully, I shall say.
all right, GT4s then. Who we got? We do have Eric Groom tonight in the Porsche GT4. As again, guys, randomly assigned. Nick Kohau in the Ginetta this evening.
Great.
Louis Castro also given a Ginetta. Dylan Sauer in the Alpine. Somewhere. Where is he? Yep, there's that weird pit cam again. Alvarado, we're gonna get. Look at this. Look, it keeps doing this. Honestly, somebody, help me, I need help.
Yes.
Alvarado in the Maserati. He has been driving it recently anyway.
Oh, no.
So decent for him. And Bruce in the Audi GT4. So never seen that. Billingsley in the game chat. I've never done this track before, so apologies in advance. Yes. Well, that will be fun for him, or will it? Let's go find some GT4s that are on track for their qualifying 10 minutes. And that will start right now. The GT4's on track for Monday's randomness. And let's see what kind of times the guys put in their randomly assigned vehicles.
Yes. The aggregation of dangerous track and dangerous cars will be very fun to watch. Nicolas Alvarado in the the Maserati will do good stories. I guarantee it.
Yeah, gonna have a good Spinala session with Alvarado, very possibly.
This man near Sadie will be fun. Where's Ferris, by the way?
He's not driving tonight, I don't think. I know.
Oh,
I know.
no.
I know.
It's all right then.
Redeemed one lap driver on board. Alvarado Spinalas. All right, that's the first time somebody's redeemed that. So thank you for that. Helion Music, aka Faris. Actually, it should be the other way around. Faris, aka Helion Music. All right, so we're gonna go and ride on board with Nicolas Alvarado in the Maserati as he finishes this lap. Welcome to Donnington Park there. In the hairpin and Spinala number one. Right there, ladies and gents. Just like that. Hey, Victor, how are you? Never driven here, never raced with the McLaren.
Milo, this was your quickest kill ever.
Very possibly, yeah, very possibly. All right, so again, we'll bring up the mini map for you so you can see where Alvarado is as he goes into turn one on the top right of your mini map. And awkward corner, that one, Tiago. I find it awkward anyway.
It is.
Down the hill. Yeah, see, look, I'm getting double sound effects, Faris. There's something else we didn't get to that today. But I'm getting doubles, and I have no idea why. We'll figure it out. So, into... It is odd, right? It's odd. I don't know what to tell you, man. So turning right up the hill here, short uphill, blind braking point into the right-hander. And let's see if he makes it here. Very easy to spin the car here. And that's, not in a Maserati. Alvarado's message at the bottom of your screen's random my ass. So I don't think he believes that it's random. Through the chicane. Next tech support session. So through the S's, as it's called, but we'll, chicane, S's, whatever you prefer, into the hairpin again, and let's see what kind of a lap time Alvarado puts in here. It doesn't spin this time. And
Rented my ass.
into
Had to be.
into the into the final corner, and Alvarado will do. Groom leading the GT4s right now. Alvarado with a 1:37.6. Groom currently P1 in class, so that was an onboard lap there with the Maserati. Thanks for redeeming that, Ferris. Appreciate
I
it.
have to point with Victor said we have to have some rain on the next random Monday. Just so you know, there is randomness on the weather as well. So you should really control your mouth right now.
It could easily rain, and that would really set the cat amongst the pigeons, as they say,
Yes.
where I come from.
I don't think anyone says that anymore.
Is that an expression where you come from, Thiago?
No, not at all. Like, I don't think that's anywhere's expression really nowadays.
Yes, it is.
Like the last 20 years or so, no.
That'll really set the cat amongst the pigeons.
Maybe on the 90s, like a very far stretch, yes.
In the 90s. I love how you say it like it was 100 years ago.
It was 20, 30 years ago, just so you know.
Yeah, oh, I know, I was there.
Yes, but sometimes you forget, like, yo, 99? Nah, 10 years ago. No, it's like 20-some years ago, 99. That's fucked up. I feel that as well. Because I watched
It's my favorite South American, Alvarado's. His name is Mud. And then miles per hour, spinalers all around. Yep, possibly.
That's a low blow.
So, Eric Groom with a 1:34.9, leading the way in the GT4s right now. And let me switch to the live timing. Nick Kohout currently sitting P2 in class with a 35.5. So I've got some work to do. He's up a couple of tenths right now, making his way around the track in the blue and white Ginetta.
I'm more astonished by Louis Castro's time. He seems to be struggling with the Ginetta, isn't he?
So far, yes. Fastest lap at 37.1. Let's take a look at Louis. I'm not sure how familiar he is with Donnington.
True.
But if you're new to this track, then you know it definitely requires a practice session. I think.
Oh yeah.
All the British GT tracks require a good practice session. It's Ryan, by the way. Have a great stream. Yeah, will do. Sorry, it's a lot of different Twitch names and real names to remember. Some of them, you really have to make an impression on me for me to remember you, like personally.
It's fucked up that your name's not Miles. You don't have Miles in your name.
Me?
And no, the Miles Prowess.
Oh yeah. Yeah, it's miles per hour. Get it? Like miles per hour.
I thought like, yo, Paul Miles did a burner account. Like, no, I know him. He wouldn't do that. And then I discovered there's Ryan Cody.
I am Milo the First on everything.
Yeah.
So yeah, Ryan, I will remember that. I should remember. I mean, it's Miles is my actual last name, as most people know from when I'm actually racing. I am P Miles in the ACC world. But I will do my best to remember that. So Ryan, everybody, Ryan Coney tonight driving the McLaren GT3. So good luck out there, Ryan, and have fun. It's a good one. Tiago, have you never played Sonic the Hedgehog? He says.
I did, but I didn't know English at the time. I was young and naive.
Oh, no.
I don't know English.
Because Sonic the Hedgehog's from the 90s, which to Tiago was 187,000 years ago. So Dylan Sauer right now, P3 in class with a 136.4 and currently on pace to match that lap, maybe a little bit down now. Eric Groom still, you know what, Eric's parked his car in the pits.
Yeah.
And he's saying, yep, I'm good with that. I'm good with the 34.7. What a lap. Good lap. So it looks like the Porsche GT4 might be decent around here.
Yes.
I mean,
imagine so, because turning is everything in there.
We got only one other driver within a second of that lap time.
And it's a very good driver.
Yes. Nick Cahoot is a very good driver indeed. And currently in the center of your screens in the Ginetta, He's working on it. He is up 4/10 right now on this lap. I don't think he's going to get another lap. He's got 57 seconds to make it around to have another punt at it. 3/10 right now and climb, and drop in again. So yeah, he's losing a little bit of time in sector 2. And
take 0.8, and this time there's no.
No, but he could solidify P2 because Dylan's still out there as well. Mr. B in the house. How are you, sir? My teammate from the Laguna 3 hour. P2. And secretly, Tiago, me and Mr. B actually consider it P1 because anyone driving the Porsche at Laguna doesn't count.
I agree with that.
Right?
It was clearly the OP decision.
Yeah, so realistically, if you think about it deeply, we actually got P1.
Yes,
you know?
I would be thinking that as well. I cannot blame you.
Yeah, there you go. Exactly. So congrats, Mr. B. Race winners.
So congrats. That's settled. Congrats to all involved.
Yeah, exactly. Louis Castro currently finishing off his final quali lap. The GT3's heading out the pits right now. Castro will cross the line. He's going to make up some time, and it's going to be enough to put him into P3. So a decent lap there, a 36.2 from Louis Castro.
I have to come back in the same subject that we were before, the Porsche. Maybe you are salty with Porsches because one particular Porsche took you out 2 times in the same turn.
Yeah.
Maybe that's salt.
An excitable Benito. That's all. That's all it was.
You want to say names? We can say names.
Yeah.
No problem.
I'm not perfect, dude. I'm not perfect.
You can throw the nickname as well, like Mr. Viper, if you want.
That's right, yeah. No, it was a really, really good event. So anyone that didn't get involved in the 2-man team event, I hope it becomes a series. Other tracks where different cars are favored as well will be good. I really do hope it becomes a thing because I had an absolute blast. I know Mr. B did as well. And good times.
Yeah, from what I heard, it will, be like at least like every 2 months. We just discovered that Reddit is a great tool to capture people to do those things.
Excellent.
So the next one may be like even fuller.
Ilset, good evening to you. That is Lukey. Not racing tonight, Lukey, I see. Taking a break from the rig, perhaps. Brick the Janetta says Drunkovich, that's Louis Castro, who you just saw. You did take P3 in class there, Louis, with that last lap, so decent.
Louis, you said you love the GT4s. I expected better from you. I am disappointed, sorry.
I can get rid of the mini-map now, eh? Been up for ages. Got to be a dad every once in a while. I totally understand and respect that, mate.
Yeah.
Got you up on the TV while eating dinner. Thank you, Blaine. Appreciate that. Front and center in Blaine's living room.
What?
Movana, hello. Good to see you as well. Everyone popping in on a Monday. You love to see it. Welcome.
Love to see it.
Okay, so don't be afraid to use those sound effects, by the way, using the channel points, I think, and maybe the sound effect widget, but we have a high chance of some skin on skin.
Oh, wow.
There it is. Everybody.
Gets me by surprise.
we got stereo skin on skin there. Absolute stereo.
Very nice.
That was skin on skin in 3D for your ears. That's what that was.
Hello there.
It's like a choir of skin on skins.
Exactly, yeah. Yeah, exactly. Sitting at the bar at work, watching on the phone because this is your only option. No problem. We appreciate that. All right, so let's start having a look at some of the GT3 lap times. So Vestal so far sitting in P1 with a 1:29.6. I forget, Tiago, what is a decent lap time around Donnington in a GT3?
You can get up to 27s if you're very fast. 28s is normal. 29s is decent.
Okay.
Anything above 30s in this grid, I don't think it's gonna get much, but it's not bad at all. It's just not as good.
I mean, Yeah, I forget what I did here. So Rados, the only one that will be super excited about this race because he was randomly assigned his favorite car, which, by the way, I'm going to talk to the powers that be and make sure that never happens again.
Bullshit.
Because I think what you drive in the Pint series should be removed from your randomness option.
I agree. If you get the car that you drove in any series in ACC, just redraw it.
One of your teammates for Silverstone's been in the 26s. Yeah.
Oof.
Yeah, I mean,
Damn.
I don't know what's... I don't know what, what I can tell you is that your teammate by day is not a plumber like me.
Oh. Wow. Does he fight crime as well?
Yeah, exactly.
Oh.
How much practice time, Blaine, do those guys put in the at the esports level? Do you know hours a week? I mean, maybe if I sacrificed everybody, I could put in some practice time. No, I'm just kidding. I'm kidding.
Sacrifice everybody? You mean your family?
Yes. Yeah.
Oh my god.
At the altar of sim racing.
Yo, guys, it's over. Get out.
So Benito with a 29-1 in the Nissan GTR. So
Dang.
Benito's sitting P1 right now. We do have just about 4.5 minutes of quali left before race number 1. As Benito is off onto the grass as well right there. I'm not sure if that was purposeful or not. Could be, just as he's going to reset. Most of them are at the point that arrive and drive times are that fast. Oh my goodness. Blood for the sim racing gods. Sacrifice my second born. Imagine at the beginning they practice as much or as more than you did. Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. So we are on board right now with Dorcius in the Nissan. I quite like the livery he's chosen. That's one of the in-game ones, right?
Yes.
I believe.
Nissan is actually a very beautiful car, which has very beautiful built-in liveries, beautiful liveries.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a great car. I mean, Mr. Blackout, you're very familiar with it after having driven it for a Pint series. I know it wasn't your favorite car, but it is, man, is it a good-looking car.
It is a little.
I like it.
Quick shout out to Joe Militi with in the chat. No, I'm not jealous. You're in a bar, and in Brazil, it's not safe to go in a bar yet. Not jealous, no. Not jealous.
Sounds great and can be fun depending on the track. Nice.
Yes.
Still haven't hit the point where you've been playing for 3 months yet. Yeah, I know, Blaine. We know. We know. Here is Chris Turner in the Lamborghini tonight.
Oh, damn.
Multicolored. Looking like something the Joker would drive.
Pretty sure it could be.
Lap time wise, so Benito is still leading the way with the 29-1. Billingsley into P2. I'm not sure if Rados is familiar with Donnington either yet. If Billingsley hasn't driven it, I'm not sure if Rados has either. Could have done, who knows. Hugo did set a time. I'm guessing Hugo hasn't driven here a lot either. I don't know what's going on with these camera sets.
Just a small correction. We assumed Billingsley and Rados are Porsche boys. But if I remember correctly, they are Lexus boys.
You sound pretty jealous. I am. My name is Mud. Imagine just rocking up at a sim and being an alien. When does that happen in real life, dude?
No.
Man. It's, totally envious. Of course. 3 months and 4,000 hours, says Noki. Porsche's the car for gods. Just you wait till I have full use of both your hands and a rigid setup.
The most false, affirmative that I heard today was from Mr. Miller. Porsche's the car for gods? No, it's car for, masochists or shit. If you hate yourself, get a Porsche. Go around some tracks.
So Hugo was assigned the BMW. I'm guessing he's never driven this car before.
He drives very little ACC.
Gotcha. So we'll see how Hugo gets on. He'll probably make an appearance in chat at some point as well. And let's see. Turner. up into P5. So Rados has now found the pace in his favored car. So in the Porsche, he's put in a 28.7.
Nice.
And he is now in P1 in class. Now, like I say, it is a car he's very familiar with. He drives this on the regular. And so I would expect him to do well tonight, you know, personally.
Yes. As I was saying, like, I don't think this is his normal car. He's trying out because him and Billingsley are actually Lexus guys.
That's right, but I've seen them in the Porsche quite a bit. On Monday specifically, then maybe it's a Monday thing. I don't know, but
According to them, they struggle every race with the Porsche. Yes.
but they keep persevering.
True, yeah, it's more like toughen it through. Like, oh, I'm gonna get this right.
Yeah, and another 10th shaved off of that lap time there, so 28.6 now for Rados in P1 in class. Benito will be pretty happy right now. He's sitting P2 on the grid. He is on a quali lap still, and so if he doesn't make a mistake, he'll finish this lap off as he heads down towards the S's. See, we'll see.
Ryan will get a position right now.
We'll see him come through the S's towards the hairpin. Let's see. This is a tricky hairpin. A lot of people spin here. You just get on the power a little too much, and it's that camber change, I guess, as well. A bit of an elevation change there.
Yeah.
And then this awkward last corner as well. Till you get the braking point really dialed in, it's kind of a pain in the butt, this corner.
Yellow flag, Chris Turner.
And Benito will cross the line up 7/10 and retakes P1. A 28.4 from Benito. What a great lap.
What a drive. Nice job.
What a great lap for Benito.
Rados is a lot up. A lot up in the lap,
Yep,
and
Rados is up 5/10, 6/10. Will it be enough to retake the lead? Yes, it is. Excitement here in qualifying. And what a great lap for Rados, as Benito probably thought he had pole. Rados pips him at the post, quite literally. We also have Victor Leite currently half a second up as he crosses the line. This is going to put him P7 in class, so he gained one spot there on his last lap as well. So well done to Victor Leite. And you want to go to AM, Lukey? Come on, dude. You got to be heading to Pro, bro. Pro, bro.
let me throw here.
No.
Let me throw some emotes if I still have the emotes from my own channel. In
Yeah.
here.
Well, if it makes you feel better, the extra teammate we picked for Silverstone race is faster than the others. No, it doesn't, Blaine. No, that doesn't make me feel better. I mean, come on. All right, so the grid is set. You know, the grid is set here. And, I mean, I don't know about you, Tiago, but are you excited, Tiago, about Monday's randomness?
Randomness is the easiest opportunity to talk crap about your friends. That's what I love. Like, please sign me up.
So we'll switch to drone.
It's very nice.
I couldn't speak for a second there, and then somebody hit the "it's very nice" sound effect. Thank you, Mr. V. It's nice. And so we're switching to drone cam. So I apologize for the jerky movements, but I'm a jerk. So what are you gonna do?
Oh.
So turn one at Donnington. So yeah, last time I was at Donnington, as I've said earlier today.
Wow, it's very nice.
See, we get a double sound effect. I don't understand. Last time I was at Donnington was for the Monsters of Rock Festival, or the Download Festival, and I used to go every year. It was really good fun. It was in the infield. I think, like, right down at the top of your screens over there somewhere was the stage, I think, because the airport is behind it. Yeah, so the planes would come over the stage. Yeah, so I'm pretty sure it's right in the kind of middle of your screen now is where the stage used to be. Really good time. I saw a lot of really, really good bands there. That was back in the day. Back in the day,
This place looks absolutely amazing, I may admit. This is beautiful.
Yeah, it's a beaut. Donington's it's a great one. I like
I
it.
look at this picture that you have on, and I remember that Goodwood Festival. People just on the field, just like sitting up, camping, and like, yo, great cars. And then you look like at the street and like great cars passing by, historical stuff.
Yeah, Goodwood is one I never got to. I did use. I used. We've talked about it at Brands Hatch. I used to go to Brands once or twice a year for random events, British touring cars, stuff like that, and we would camp out and drink and cook food, and it was always a good time.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I can
always a
only
good
imagine
time.
camping out and just like seeing cars and like eating stuff. Like that's the dream.
Yeah, it was a good time. Next random night should be flooded. Could be flooded.
It can still happen.
Yeah, it could absolutely. So the cars are on their formation lap, and as we'll see them coming around the last corner. We'll stay over here near turn 1 just to see if we get any skin on skin.
Oh
You know?
wow! Just jumped up.
Like what's better, live skin on skin or the sound effect? I don't know.
which one's creepier, but like live is creepier.
Creepier.
Yes.
Would
like,
we
I can
would we
feel
say
like
creepier?
I can. It's like I can hear your voice like where I am.
In your soul.
Yo, there's someone here. Yeah, there's someone here. Where is it? What? Get scared.
Next night should be flooded, and Tiago has to drive and commentate in the flood.
Nope.
I like it. Yeah, it sounds good.
Nope. Next.
Yep.
Just keep rolling, brother. Keep rolling.
All right. The car's making their way around the hairpin. It sounds like someone's brushing up against you as I say it. Yeah.
Oh my god.
It's having the desired effect. All right. So car's approaching final corner and bunched up pretty nicely, looks like. Let's see who botched the last corner. Somebody, for sure. One of those. And here we go. So turn 1 at Donnington. We got a lovely view as they'll go off down the hill as well. And race 1 is underway. I would use lights out and away we go, but it's copyrighted.
3 wide and T1 already.
3 1 it's out. We got contact between Turner and Benito, and Turner ends up facing backwards. Oh, it's a bummer. We also have the McLaren. I think that's Cody's off as well. So Benito, and I tell you, that Benito, he loves a bit of contact. I'm a witness.
All right, guys. 3 wide and T1 almost anywhere is like bad idea.
Skin on skin is absolutely right.
In Donnington's like the mother of the wrong ideas. Like it's, you shouldn't go 3 wide anywhere in Donnington. Anywhere.
Oh, it was Victor that went off. Sorry, not Ryan. It was Victor Leite that went off. I'm so not used to seeing Leite in the McLaren. You know, I'm so used to seeing him in a red Ferrari that it's kind of thrown me through a loop. There it is. So, Tiago, if you want to queue up the replay, let me know when we're good to go for turn 1. And as we look at Rados completing lap 1 with Silvestre hot on his heels, and then Benito now in P3. So Benito did lose a place during that contact with Turner, I would assume. We'll find that out on the replay in a moment. Dorcas in P4 in class, Billingsley P5, Cody P6. And then in the GT4s, Kohout and Groom. Groom was the fastest in quali by some margin. He was passed by Kohout, so we're going to see if we can pick that up as well at the race start. So Nick Kohout off to the races. And good times. You ready?
I got it.
You got it? All right, let's have a look here. Turn 1 as we switch over to replay.
Started. Someone P2 has a pretty awful run, and the Nissan just closed out on Benito, which causes a pretty mad effect behind.
Yeah, it's a tricky one.
All over.
Yeah, it's tricky. I mean, in fairness to Benito, you know, like you're going around turn 1, your tires are cold. It's not the ideal situation either. Difficult to stay in your lane. You know what I mean?
Apparently not Benito's fault. There is this Nissan. Oh no, it's Benito. Sorry, he's on the Lambo.
Yeah.
Chris Turner, yes.
Yeah. Yeah. Groom and Kohau in a battle right now, as you can see. And Groom desperately trying to take P1 back from Kohau. So let's see here as the Porsche chases him down. They're going to go into the hairpin. He's not close enough to have a look on the inside. We'll concentrate on the exit of the hairpin, take them down to turn 12. And we'll see if he gets a look here. It doesn't look like he will. So the Ginetta favors the twisty bits, right? Or no? Or is it the straights? What does the Ginetta prefer, Tiago? Oh, we got a BMW facing the wrong way. That'll be Hugo.
Oh, I was just going to say that his Schnitzer Volkenhorst livery is beautiful and he's showing them pretty good.
So the GT3s, Hugo's spinning there in the BMW. Now, Dorcius as well dropped back during lap 1. I'm not sure what happened to that. If you want to look into that, who's that off there? Somebody went off. I don't know who that was. I can't see who that was from here. I apologize for that. Doing the best. There's a lot going on right now. Let's switch to Helicam. We got a big group in the cars here as Turner's making his way up through the GT4s. Look at the size difference in the width of the front end of that Lambo compared to the two cars in front of it. And Turner will use the inside to get past Dylan Sauer there. And Turner on a mission now to get back into the mix. So right now, Sylvester P2 on your screens in the Aston Martin. Bruce and Hugo went off 2-1.
Who did you say for me to get the replay?
I just wondered what happened to Dorcius in the GTR. The Benito still in P3, so he'll be pleased that he's off and running, and he's in a little bit of a pocket there. Now, we do have this battle going on right now. Cody and Billingsley, McLaren versus Bentley, respectively. Let's see what happens here as they make their way out on lap 4 down the downhill section, and the Bentley going to have a little run through here. It's a really fast right-hander, but the Bentley overshoots that. Now, if you get that corner right and the person in front of you isn't really sure about this track, it's a great place to make up some time. As it stands, though, the Bentley's catching. Go on, Tiago, sorry.
Got Dorcius, probably a technical issue, so I don't think you're worth seeing it. He just parked up on the grass to see what was happening.
Okay, no problem. I wondered if he got caught up in something or what had happened. So Cody, P4 in class right now, doing a great job to hold off the Bentley. Billingsley did say he wasn't, I don't think he'd driven Donnington before tonight, so he's reeling in the McLaren. Let's see if he has enough to make a move here. Going through the penultimate corner.
How much is he using of traction control? Because in the Bentley is always a traction control 2. Bold. That's bold.
Bold move, Cotton. Let's see if it pays off. And he's on the other side of the car. Yeah, absolutely, Mr. V. Absolutely.
We shall see.
All right, so Cody doing a decent job here of holding off the Bentley. The Bentley's closing the gap a couple of points in the lap, it seems. We'll keep an eye on the timing screen for that. Looks to me like Benito's about half a second back from Sylvester right now. Rados out in front. So Benito looking to get into P2. And let's see what happens, you know? See if these guys in the GT4s, in the GT4s, Castro is about 4/10 ahead of Sauer, so that's a pretty close battle going on there between the Alpine and the Ginetta. But as we watch Benito see if he can close this gap here, Aston versus GTR. Excuse me.
And Dylan, Luis Castro made it clear he's not liking his car right now, so maybe Dylan Sauer pays him a visit.
Yep, maybe. Let's have a look here. Oh, yeah, there we go. So, Castro and Sauer separated by 3 to 4 tenths right now. Let's see how they get on. Billingsley and Cody just switched places on my timing screen. So the Bentley making his way past some McLaren. Let's see if we can bring that up. Please, Tiago.
Of course. It would be my pleasure.
And the Bentley makes its way past into P4. Benito now got that gap to P2 down to 0.3. We have a look at Benito here. Enjoyed the free win at Zelda.
Ooh, I got it.
You got it? All right, let's have a little look. I'm going to bring you up right now. Here's the replay screen.
Yes, apparently they did get a normal run into the first hairpin, and Billingsley was just bolder than the other driver, and he just threw it in.
Oh, on the outside, going into the last corner. Good driving by Billingsley there, because it can't have been easy to control that.
Yes, very late braking and very quick exit. Wonderful job.
Yeah, very, very nicely done. So a nice overtake from the Bentley, and that put Billingsley up into P4. So still Benito chasing down Sylvester. Rados is 3 seconds in front, up in the lead, and doing his best. Bourbon acquired, boys. We're good to go. Perks of owning a restaurant. This is one of them. Nice.
Still making a move.
Yeah, I might have to get a drink myself, you know.
Dylan's on the move.
Dylan's making a move.
Yes.
Yes, he is. We'll go into the S's right behind Louis Castro. And the Alpine. What do you prefer?
Alpine because it's Francais, I believe.
Mm-hmm. And is that Burger King livery? Is that Burger King? Really? On this?
Let me take a look.
I think it is. Yeah, it is. Wow. Wow. Whopper approved.
It is.
It is. Yeah, I've never noticed that before.
Is this from NASCAR or something like that?
I don't know. So Sauer almost making his way around Castro. Not an easy thing to do, especially as Louis loves these GT4s. I don't think... Does he normally take the Ginetto? Like, what is he... Oh, it's a great camera view there down the hill, eh? Whew. I like that one.
Always Mercedes-Benz for Mr. Louis Castro.
Gotcha. And there it is, plain as mud, the Burger King livery.
And they get actually a visit from Hugo in lap traffic.
Lukey, if I can try a new car, of course you can, bro. Don't even worry about where you finish. Let's just race.
Yeah.
No, are you ever, Lukey? You're as fast as me. Most of the time, I think.
Can I throw the emojis again? I may as well do it. Here, that's for you.
Oh, Hugo using the sand to get around the Alpine right there. Or, well, you know what? I'm going to call it the Burger King mobile. That's it. That's it.
Let's do it.
That's it. Yeah. It's.
Oh, Louis Castro spun.
Oh, Castro spun, and Sauer will indeed make his way around as we watch Castro straighten the car out. Tiago, if you want to bring the replay up of that, we can have a look at the spin there. Very easy to do on that hairpin, as we all know. Benito has dropped back from Sylvester right now, so I'm not sure if Justin has found some pace, put his foot down, but enjoying himself out there in the Aston makes me happy because I am going to be driving that car next weekend onwards.
I got it.
You got it? All right, let's bring that up side by side. Let's do a side by side. So here is Louis. Take it away, Tiago.
He overshoots a lot in the hairpin, tries to fix it, but that's way too late and accelerates into grass, and that's...
And the grass does the rest.
In the marble.
You know what? Didn't take anyone else out with the spin, so not too bad all in all. Not too bad at all. So, lots of even spacing out on track right now. Just under a second between these two who we're watching right now, Sylvester and Garza. Make that half a second now, 5/10, and we do have about a second between everyone else, and then larger gaps after that. So, racing out there right now, and some nice spacing. I mean, 15 people on track, so not too bad. When you get on like a 30-car grid plus on Donnington, it's a bit of a crap show, as they say.
Yes. Eric may pay a visit to Nico. We shall see.
I'm keeping an eye on that. Yeah, 7/10 right now. Let's have a look here. So I'm just admiring the Aston, you know, like I'm thinking about what I'm gonna look like in it. You know, like
No, it's a very stable car, but you will have to work around that turbo lag.
I will indeed. I will indeed. And there is
Very... Oh,
Justin, and you can see massive grin on his face as he makes his way over the start-finish line towards turn 1. Let's see if oh yeah, see, turn 1, bit of an eyebrow raiser, as you can see there. And down the hill through turn 2 and 3 and 4, I think, into the old something. What's it called? I forgot. I looked at the track map at the beginning, but I haven't got it up next to me, so it's called like old something. Old hairpin or...
Oh! Hugh was a... Oh, Lord.
Yeah, I don't pay any attention to the meta and all that crap, because if you're the faster guys can still drive those cars at the same speed as me. You know what I mean? Like there is no meta unless you're at the very top end. Do you know what I mean? Like I don't know. I just, yeah, I don't buy into all that. I used to get sick of hearing the McLaren was OP when I was driving the McLaren. It's like, well, you know what? When I'm driving it, it wasn't OP. I wasn't winning races because it's some magically faster car. So I don't want to hear it, okay?
Oh. I may add that you won silver with the McLaren, so I don't want to hear it.
I did win silver split in the McLaren, but that's different.
Why is it oh, Hugh goes out?
Too much hockey for it to matter. I wouldn't say too much, you know, just enough. Yeah, those Sunday night streams are typically football, Pro Evo, but you know it's gonna be a mixture this winter. I'm gonna have a lot to fit in, including sim racing. So it's gonna be a busy old time. Maybe Fall Guys? No, maybe an extra stream or 2 a week. I don't know. Busy. Life is busy.
Play Phasmophobia. Please play Phasmophobia.
At some point I've been told I gotta play through Alien Isolation on stream, which is like lots of jump scares and all that business. I don't know. I have the game. I picked it up when it was free, so at some point I'm gonna play through that and everybody can laugh at me.
Alright, sign me up. When you do it, just give me a hit. There.
So 9 minutes to go. Rados leading comfortably by a 6-second lead over Sylvester. That's right, Mud. That is right. So we do here, as we see, Rados is now coming up behind Alvarado in the Maserati. Alvarado P4 in class right now. They might have had a couple of issues in the Maserati. I mean, it would be fairly standard for the Maz. And
Yes, also.
here we have Billingsley has rapidly closed the gap on Benito Garza in the GTR. So let's see if he can make it around. Yeah. So going back to your point, Blaine. Yeah, I just you know, the whole OP thing. Like, I think it only really counts at the top end, because it might be OP in the rain. I enjoyed wet weather driving. I've typically done all right. I've not driven the Aston in the rain yet, so no idea what that's going to be like. But I do enjoy wet weather driving, so.
Yeah, it is a great car. Turbo lag, as much as a toll as it looks, in the rain is a blessing. Because you can pretty much floor it out of the exits and...
Without lighting it up too much. Yeah. Yeah, I know you're not a fan, B. I know you're not a fan. And it's one of those things. But again, you know, you might not be a fan of it, but it's, you know, you still are usually competing in the wet. So it's definitely not a weakness per se. It's just not something you enjoy as much, which I totally get. The Aston is nice in the rain because of the turbo lag characteristic. Yeah, I mean, I'm looking forward to giving it a go. It's like driving when it isn't raining. Interesting. Anyone see Alvarado in that Jag last week's Enduro? OP don't matter. All right, so Benito flashing his lights, telling everybody to get out of the way. Hugo in between. Hugo's inserted himself in between Billingsley and Garza. Benito. Hopefully this doesn't end in... Oh, they both made it through. They both made it through. Mumera, thank you for the follow. For those of you that don't know, that is Mrs. Milo the First in the chat.
I was going to say, very like a high royalty in the chat.
Yes. The Queen.
Oh. He said this when he was afraid for his life, so I understand. Yes, the Queen! The Queen!
How about Laguna Seca at night in the rain, says Fugly Vapor. Sounds good to me. Let's do it. Especially that turn before the hill. Plus, rain in California is laughable. I guess so. So, still, this battle here, Benito managed to, during that little bit of traffic there, Benito managed to open up the gap another half a second or so, but Billingsley looking to close it again. This looks like one of the closest battles. We do have Turner and Dorcius pretty close. Let's have a look at these two. I'm going to switch cams for a second to Helicam. And here is Turner right up behind Dorcius. And Turner's last lap was a 130.1 and Dorcius was a 130.7. So Turner has the pace to take P6 in class right now. Keeping an eye on the Billingsley Garza battle as well. I don't want to miss that. And into the hairpin towards the end of the track.
Right
5 times on the kink before the hill in the dry. Yeah.
Right now, Benito's lapping slightly faster than Billingsley, but let's see how consistently he can do that, because Billingsley just got an off track. Forget about that.
Yeah, and actually, if you look at the best lap, 28.2 for Billingsley and 28.7 for Benito. So with 4 and a bit minutes to go, it could still go. Now, here's Turner. He's got a little run here. Decent exit. It's not quite alongside enough to have a look going into this right-hander, but if he gets a good exit here, which he does, and the GTR almost loses it, almost takes him out, and we do have a spin. Spinola.
Spin on spin.
Spin on spin. Yeah, it's got to be different though, you know, like skin on skin is just, you know.
It's just perfect. We shouldn't mess
Spin on spin needs to have a different voice attached to it, and I'm gonna come up with something. I don't know what. I got to figure that out.
Sounds great. I do think skin on skin's perfection, but if you want to try something new, let's go. Let's do it.
So here we have Billingsley. Oh, Billingsley, over 3 seconds down. Something happened to him. Tiago, see if you can bring that up.
I saw it. He got a slight off track coming right up the hill.
Gotcha.
Slight off track, nothing worth mentioning.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, the Bentley was on my list of maybe cars as well.
I love it.
It really was. And maybe in the future we'll see. But I just think so far in the Aston, I think last week proved to me that it could be a good car for me. 2 tracks where I posted my fastest lap at each track. So, you know, it's still not fast enough, but like, yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, it's a very good car. My personal best in 2 tracks isn't that car, but it can get boring.
Aston came to me with a better offer. Yeah, absolutely, Blaine. Absolutely.
It can't get boring because it's almost too stable.
So your race leader in GT4s is Nick Kohut. And so Eric will be... I mean, where is Eric? Eric is... not far behind.
6 seconds behind.
Yeah. So he's going to have a job to make that up unless Nick makes some mistakes. Eric was the pole sitter. We do have a drive-through for Alvarado in the Maserati.
Should I clear it?
Yeah, give him a clear. Let's clear that. Why not? Actually, that's something else we're gonna do, Tiago. I gotta talk to the admin. We'll set up a Monday where you and I randomly assign penalties to people based on how we're feeling about them and their car and just how my day was. You know,
My hand's itching to give some ballast.
like just like drive through for why? Because your car is yellow. I don't know. Stuff like that. You get exactly, Luki. You get a DT. He gets a DT. Everybody gets a DT.
My hand's itching to get some ballast in some people right there. But Manito already got them as well. It's a pretty big.
We'll call it Monday night's penalty playground or something like that.
Yes. Well, you're too fast. Get a DT and get around.
Yeah, exactly. Blaine says I'll definitely avoid that race. Good morning, young man. You and Mr. B did a great job in the Aston. Yes, thank you, Vapor. I appreciate that. Yeah, it was a really, really good time, man. Yeah, my second stint especially, I was very happy. I was able to get the pace down to like 24 ones on quite a few laps. I'd love to have cracked the 23s, which I did the day before in practice, but yeah, I couldn't quite get there on Saturday. But yeah, it was fun. Really good fun. Cruel and unusual. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, so Billingsley has closed that gap again down to 1.3 seconds, but we are on the last lap of the race, I believe. So, yeah, it's going to be... I don't think he's going to have it. Excuse me. Enough time to do anything about it. So Rados comfortably 7 seconds in front, so decent drive from him. I thought it'd be a good one for him. Being in a Porsche, even if it's not his Pint Series car, it is one that I've seen him drive in a lot. So it definitely helps when you're in a car that you're familiar with, right?
Yes, even if it's a death trap called Porsche. Which I got a beautiful livery from Anti-Racing to my Porsche. I'm so happy. It'll be good.
Oh, Mr. B will be fine in the Bentley. I've got no doubt about that. We did take them for a spin one night at Imola, B, if you remember. It was a good time. So Rados takes P1 in class. Congrats to him. Second for Silvestre. So despite some pressure from Benito. Oh, Benito and Billingsley, last corner. Benito has enough to hold on, but man, that was close. He made up a massive amount of time going into that last section. So P3, a podium for Benito in the Nissan. Great job by him. Billingsley, P4 in class. Ryan Cody, P5. And Chris Turner will take P6. So that good pass on the GTR of Dorcius a little while ago. Unfortunately, Dorcius spinning, not contact related, just trying to save the car, I think, and it snapped back on him. So Turner will cross the line in P6 in the GT3s. Victor Leite in the McLaren is going to come around and cross the line P7. Wait, did I? Yeah, Turner 6, Leite 7. Dorcius will come around and take P8 in class. And Hugo will take P9 in class. In the BMW, as he's spinning on the gravel there. Looks like he's having a tough time with the Beamer out there. And congratulations to the GT4. So Nick Kohu with the P1. After starting second on the grid, he'll be happy with that. Eric Groom takes P2. Dylan Sauer takes P3, as we see them messing around in between races right now. Alvarado P4 in class. Hopkins P5 and Castro P6. Good stuff. Good stuff. So that is race 1 in the books. Race 2, I imagine, will be at nighttime. Tiago, I'm going to switch to you.
Yes, sir.
And I'm going to go grab a drink and all that good stuff. And I'll be back in a couple of minutes. It's all yours, bro.
Sounds amazing. While I was here, I'm studying the admin commands for ACC. I am looking who I'm giving a ballast, who I'm giving a restrictor. And Nick Cohout seems like he deserves some ballast because he's apparently too quick. So let's see. /Palace for car number 50 of 10 kilos. Yes, working. Nice job. Oh, just found a way to give drive-through with drive-through plus collision plus. Okay, I found some very useful stuff in here. As I say every time, second race will be on the night. Will probably be reverse grid because they are articulating themselves on the Discord chat. We don't know if it will or will be not raining or will not be raining. Sorry for my bad English. Still Donnington, so any race at night is like it's very easy to lose breakpoints. It's absurdly easy to lose breakpoints. So we shall see what happens. I have to give props to Raydos that did an unbelievable race. Maybe he does deserve a ballast as well. Ballast number 60, 10 kilos. Awesome. Great. Let me find a way to actually. Ballasts were added to the winners. Nice. I probably should have given 20 to Mr. Raydos, but there's no problem. And I did see that Louis Castro, which is a great GT4 driver, is having trouble with the Ginetta. What might have been happening? How's Louis Castro? Look at this dude. In this beautiful, as usual, pink car that he uses. It's normally the Mercedes, but freak this car, he's mad with the car. I may actually think. As Nicolas Alvarado, which is very unusual, him being like not on the top 10. Not on the top 10, not on the top spot, to be honest. He is fast. He is pretty fast. And I believe Maserati is hairy in this track. No traction control in those kind of turns. Especially those hairpins, exit those hairpins must be hell. So we shall see. We shall see what happens. Benito Garza may have one more run into Raydos. Oh no, since they're starting backwards, they will be chasing people. Raydos will start from dead last. Justin Silvasto may start P2 because he did a very good first race. Followed by Benito Garza and then followed by Greg Billingsley, which also did a wonderful race. And there they go. Go, people, go. Let me get into the broadcast thing. Here. Oh, I missed it. There you go. Still. There we shall see. Are they articulating the reverse grid? That's unusual. I don't see them articulating. Yes, they are articulating the reverse grid. Yeah. Greg Wheeling, sorry, Andrew Raydos, dead last.
All right, I am back.
Welcome, Mr. Back. I was studying all the commands for admins. I put ballasts into Raydos and Nico.
Did you really?
I did.
Did you remove it or no?
No, I call them success ballasts.
Okay.
They won.
Nice. I like it. I like it. We have the power. Let's use it. That's what I say.
Let's go. I'm here to actually talk crap about people and screw their races. So there you go.
So Donnington at night, much like Donnington at day, just a little bit darker. Thiago.
Braking points in the dark in this track are very dangerous, very dangerous, very dangerous. I do disagree with you. This track at night is easy to die as it gets.
Yeah, absolutely. Now the guys are in the midst of sorting out their order. They are doing reverse order, so I tend not to follow them around because it's a little bit of a gong show. And they'll make their way around to the start, and we'll be here at turn 1 ready to see if we get any skin on skin.
Oh, damn. Oh,
You know?
that scared me.
I just don't know.
Get used to that at some point.
Yeah. You never will, because I'm going to change it constantly. The inflection and the tone. All of it. All of it. How many people Alvarado murder? Well, he's starting P2 in class, looks like. So I'm expecting him to have a better race. Bruce in P1 in the Audi GT4. Let's see what they happen as they round the last corner. We'll wait for the start of the race. Should be delayed a little bit.
There they go.
Looks like all the headlights off. And there we go. Race 2 is underway. And let's have a look at...
Why didn't you win again?
3-1 and 3 wide again. Yeah, no contact, no contact. Couple of people running wide, but they make it all through. The GT4's little bouncing there, but nothing too crazy. We'll follow them down the hill and through the first sector.
Oh, Bruce Hopkins is dead.
Yeah, we do have 2 cars off at the back, 3 cars off at the back in the GT4s. And
Hours dead.
the GT3s making their way around as we follow on drone cam. Exciting. Exciting, isn't it? So we'll look at the replay of that incident in a moment. Let's just get settled here as we go 3 wide, almost 3 wide, 2 wide for sure. In down to the straight, and we got somebody losing it there, and it caused somebody else to go off. Hugo in the BMW lost it, and it caused Victor, I think, to go off. So a little bit, it wasn't contact per se, it was just circumstance. And let's switch over so I can get control of my cams. Chris Turner out in front, leading the pack in the Lamborghini, with Billingsley in the Bentley right behind him. And Billingsley gonna take him right now. Not wasting any time. No, he's not. He had a look, couldn't quite get there. So we have Turner from Billingsley. Sylvester back up into P3, so another strong start for Sylvester. And man, it's all kicking off, mate. It's all kicking it off. All kicking it off.
I got the...
Hey, Hutch, what's up, man? Good to see you, bro. Welcome, welcome. For some reason... Okay, let's try now. I can't switch to my live timing screen now, and I don't know why. Interesting. It's kind of a pain in the butt. Is it... Oh, it's a raid. Hutch, thank you for the raid, bro. Sorry, dude. Thank you for the raid, my friend. I didn't notice that. I was too busy trying to select my live timing screen in the race control app, but it's not working properly. I might restart it. As we look here at the front of the pack on this random Monday night, you join us, Hutch. Cars randomly selected and the track randomly selected. Sylvester goes for the dive through the chicane, and I'm pretty sure he missed his braking point there. He's going to give those places back. Turner, unfazed, drives on with the Bentley of Billingsley right behind him. Billingsley has a look on the inside, thought about it, pulled out at the last second. And now, side by side, going into the last corner here at Donnington. Turner with the inside track. Billingsley made a move on the outside here earlier successfully, and he's going to have another go. He runs a little wide on the exit. Turner will get a better exit, and we're going to go into turn 1 side by side. Great stuff from these two so far here at the front of the GT3 pack. And there is later braking by the Bentley, allows him past Turner. Turner doesn't put up much of a fight there, and Billingsley in the Bentley will go into the lead of the GT3s. Cody up into P3 as well, so he's made a move on Sylvester after that. I think probably where Sylvester ran off. Oh, and then as I say that, Cody loses the rear end whilst he's center of my cams, and once again my sniper skills come into play. It's all that Battlefield practice, bro. That's a headshot. Pa-ting! That's right.
Oh, the helmet came off.
All right, let's take a look at the GT4s then. Alvarado leading the class by 3 seconds. So I thought, starting P2, I thought Alvarado might have more to say in race number 2 here. Even though he's in the Maserati, I mean, he could easily have a Spinala incident somewhere here in race number 2. We'll keep an eye on that. Kohout, the winner of race 1 in P2, and the guy that finished behind him, Groom, is got a run on him here down the straight towards the S's. Later braking by Groom, way too late, and he'll go off and give the place back. So we got somebody else off at the S's there as well. I'm not sure who that is. Maybe a GT3.
5 Justin Silvestre.
And Louis Castro used Groom's runoff as a way to get past Groom. So now Castro in the mix between Kohout and Groom. Good stuff by Louis. And we'll see what happens with him. Dylan Sauer is 9.5 back, so he had a much better race 1 in the Burger King Mobile. I'm not sure exactly what happened in race 2 to him, and Bruce in the Audi bringing up the rear. So let's have a look. Your race leader then, Billingsley in the Bentley GT3, 1.2 second lead so far from Chris Turner in the Joker Mobile.
Oh,
I mean, it is. Look at it.
as well.
Look at it. It looks like the Joker's car.
The Joker from the 60s, from Romero.
Take your pick. Yeah. You're talking about Cesar Romeo. What an absolute legend. The original Joker. My favorite. Me and my brother's favorite, honestly.
Yes, he's absolutely good.
Yeah, the 1966 Batman movie was one of me and my brother's favorites. We watched it a lot growing up, and we still talk about it today.
When I was 12, me and my dad and my brother would watch Star Trek. The original.
Rados, you see, it's the Porsche brakes are unfair, man. Look at that. You know, Benito there would have seen that Porsche approaching his rear end at, you know, crazy speeds, and yet the Porsche can still stop. Now, during the Laguna 3 hour, I experienced that the corkscrew several times as a Porsche came up behind me. Or, admittedly, there was contact on 2 of those, but it was the brakes on that thing, man, crazy.
The problem was not the corkscrew, was the turn after.
Yeah.
Which was a little bit of a sniff, like an undesired sniff.
But it's crazy to me, like how fast that thing can fly into some of the corners and stop, you know, like it's, yeah. If you get a handle on those Porsche brakes, you know, the car can be a deadly weapon, that's for sure.
Absurd acceleration, absurd braking, for sure.
So Billingsley has extended his lead by another second, and Turner is now in P2 with Benito, as you can see on your screen, about half a second back, and Benito will be looking at podium in race 1, P3. So he's looking to get on to the podium again, and maybe even P2 this time. He does have Rados right behind him with ballast, you say?
Yes, and the Rados has 10 kilos of ballast.
Blaine says Milo was around to watch that movie in theaters. Hang on, where's my sound effect? Hang on, I got a sound effect, Tiago, that you won't hear. Hang on.
Let me up the volume on this.
Where? I'm finding it on my stream deck. I'm sorry. Okay, turn this right up.
How dare you?
There you go. Thanks, Greta. All right. And as I say that, Turner made a mistake. Benito makes his way past Turner, and Benito up into P2 in the GTR. So I think a little error by Turner allowed Benito in. Remember, guys, cars randomly assigned this evening. I can't believe you've done this. Headshot, absolutely. Wesley Snipes, says Faris. Yep, absolutely. Gold sniping skills from NHL. Yep, they've been coming in handy. Oh, Rados has lost it behind there. Rados getting a little squirrely. And in the Porsche.
From Turner.
Yeah, absolutely. So right now we see Cody. He's about 1.5 seconds back from Dorcius, so closing in on P5. Keep an eye on that as well. Closest battle on track really is Benito and Turner, and then also Groom and Kohout. Let's pop down and take a look at these guys. So here we go. Kohout in the Ginetta blue with white stripe.
10 kilos as well.
Cohout has 10 kilos of ballast as well. So a little bit of ballast applied to the race winners from race number 1. And Cohout, 8/10 he has on Groom. Groom in the Porsche. Are the GT4 Porsche brakes as good as the GT3s? Like, comparatively in class. Do you know, Tiago, or not?
I'm sorry, I did not hear that. I'm so sorry.
Are the Porsche brakes in the GT4 as good as comparatively as the GT3 Porsche?
Yes, they are about similar cars. They also don't have that top end that you expect, but they do have a good braking and good turning in, and very low resistance to curbs, which is a problem.
Nice. So Cohout doing a job here with a little bit of ballast on board. Eric Groom closing him down slowly but surely. In fact, late braking there, that might be the ballast coming into play for Cohout. It allows Groom to take him on the inside at turn 1. Nice move from Groom, and he's up into P2 in class. Alvarado 7 seconds up the road, though. He's going to be tough to catch unless he makes an error of some kind. GT3's pretty evenly spaced right now. No real close battles going on track. I can't flick to cars right now. It's really annoying me that the race control app is... I'm going to shut it down, and I'm going to relaunch it. You know why?
Why?
Because I can.
Oh.
That's right.
Wow.
You heard
I
it.
really expected something else.
You thought something profound was coming, didn't you? No, never.
I thought, like, yeah, because of the meridian, like, thing, like, no, just like, yo, I want it, do it.
Fooled you. All right. So, Benito, also in a Joker-looking car. But the Nissan GTR, I just, part of me wants to drive this at some point because I love the way it looks. But yeah, what are you gonna do? Do you think we're gonna get much ACC info on the 27th? Tiago.
Oh, sorry. Someone spun in front of Eric Groom. It was Nicholas Alvarado? Yes.
Alvarado with this, and this is what I was worried about for him. He's got that Maserati to contend with. Zvinala, bring up the replay, Tiago. Oh, and Billingsley has a drive-through. The race leader with a drive-through. Find out what that's for.
Track limits.
Did you erase it already?
Yes.
Oh, I'd have given it to him.
Do you want it?
Well, it'll spice things up, won't it? Track cuts. It's up to you. You make the call, Tiago. I go along with it. I go along with any of it.
What's his number?
We could give everybody a stop go and then they'd all have to pit.
It won't be awesome.
We'll save that for another day.
Okay.
We'll give the entire grid a stop go penalty and force them to pit halfway through the race. Having the power, the more I think about it, the better it is.
Was it Billingsley 31?
It was. You can take it off if you want. It's fine. I don't mind.
We are at the halfway mark.
All right. So if you want to find Alvarado's Spinella, I would love to see it. Rados, meanwhile, as Lowe's Spicy Mondays. Yeah, there you go. Stop Go Monday, we'll call that one. Yeah, so Rados has closed the distance. So he had that little wobble a little while ago. He's closed the distance back up to P3. So he's looking for a podium spot. After winning race number 1, he's about half a second back from Turner in the Lambo. Benito... What's happening here? Benito's taken Billingsley.
Oh, wow. Did Billingsley stop? Wait.
Something happened. Maybe remove the drive-through now. I don't know. We're probably messing with his head massively. Drive-through? No drive-through. Drive-through? No.
Yeah. Let me see what happened now.
He lost
no,
it. Yeah.
Off track.
Oh, he did? All right, remove the drive-through then. Oh, he's going in. Forget it. Oh my God. This is all happening. I was sad I missed these races, but now with this unlimited power, I'm content just watching. Unlimited power. I love it.
Power?
All All right, so Benito Garza into P1. Chris Turner in P2. And he has Rados 2/10 behind him. Things hotting up here. Yeah, right, Lukey? Wouldn't that be great one day? We're going to save that, all right? You guys heard it here first. At some point, there's going to be a random... Not today. IK, how are you, bro? Good to see you. At some point, we'll do that. We'll give the entire field a stop-go penalty halfway through. We'll tell them, we'll make sure they be prepared for anything from the race stewards. We'll give them, and you have to follow race steward instructions for tonight only kind of thing. Because Mondays are usually very relaxed. But, yeah. We'll have to do that one day. Good times. All right, so Rados right up behind Turner now, as you can see, coming into the penultimate corner, the hairpin. Has a little look on the outside. Does he have it? Does he have it? No, he doesn't. It's a tricky corner to overtake on that one. Easy to overshoot. Rados playing the patient game. Turner takes the defensive inside track. Now they'll go into the last corner, and another good run. Rados does have a little room to work with on the inside here. Can he get the acceleration?
I just removed Nico Holtz and Rados ballast to let them fight for P1.
Okay, nice. So Rados, with that, moves past Turner on the outside into turn 1. And Rados moves up into P2, and now we'll begin to hunt down Benito. Interesting stuff. All right, what else is going on track that we can take a look at? Dorcius in P5 in class right now. About 7/10 or less, it looks like less right now, behind Cody in the McLaren as they make their way through Sector 2. And
Groom sniffing Alvarado's.
Groom. Oh, yeah. Let's have a look. We're tuning in right now as Groom in the GT4 is trying to get a run at Alvarado. Alvarado taking it really cautiously through that corner. And look at that procession of GT4s there.
The Flash.
Alvarado, Groom, Kohout, Castro, and Sauer all together on track, guys.
A 5-way battle. That's wonderful.
It is great to see in race 2. Now here's Groom flashing away at Alvarado. Has a look on the outside. Alvarado moving him over a little bit, but Groom will go into turn 1. Later on the brakes in the Porsche. Great stuff from Alvarado, staying side by side with him.
Oh my god, side by side in this particular section, that's crazy.
Oh, nicely done though, nice and clean. Kohout sees an opportunity to get him in the mix here as well. Groom running right up behind. There's going to be contact. We've got skin on skin. And the Porsche. Oh, what a recovery from the both. Can Groom hang on to the Porsche? I just don't know what's going to happen. No, he's on the grass now, and he is going to run off. That has allowed Kohout to make a move on Alvarado and get past him. Tiago, you have to bring a replay up for that, bro. That was awesome.
Groom is in the back of the train, but he's relatively alive. Let me get...
Kohout takes the lead in the GT4s. What a battle we have. That was a true rejoin. Alvarado took that. The entrance to the S is a little bit too shallow there. And Sauer now is pressuring him for P2. The GT4s with an epic battle underway. Sauer having a look on the outside going into the second to last corner. Oh, what happened there? Some lag? Netcode? That was weird. Sauer was heading off track and then he reappeared on track. Not quite sure what went down there, but look at this GT4 battle. So Groom is back up behind Castro now, and this is fantastic stuff, guys. This is what you get in New World Sim Racing.
I took Nico Holt's ballast for 1 second. He's already P1. I'm gonna get it back. What do you think?
Do you want me to bring up the replay?
No. Nico Holt, I took his ballast off.
Oh, and he's back into P1? Yeah.
Already P1. Do you want me to get it back?
No, it's fine. You shouldn't mess with him because he'll be like, what's wrong with me? You know?
Wrong with me.
Yeah. So, Kohout in the lead. Alvarado is back on track. Decent pulling away from Sour and staying with Kohout. Can Alvarado get the lead back as we start to see a couple of GT3s make their way through this group now, including your race leader in the GT3 category, Benito Garza in the GTR. Great stuff from him. Rados is making his way through that pack. He goes around Groom. The GT4's space making him weave almost. Like,
If you want the replay, I have it.
all right, hang on a second. Let me go on board with... Let's go to Alvarado. Yeah, Alvarado's backed up a little bit there. All right, let's bring up the replay of that amazing section right there. So...
They go side by side in the very tricky sector, but Eric Groom exits a little more wide than he probably wanted, and he had nowhere to go unless...
What a save.
But Manito saves it beautifully, and Eric Groom sadly cannot keep what he had.
Yeah,
But the fight continues, and Nico Holt gets the better of it.
it does. Yeah, I mean, that was really, really fun to see, though. What a great battle between those guys. So right now, we do still have Alvarado and Sauer. The pack is separated a little bit as far as the GT4s go. Sauer comes across, almost cuts Turner off. Turner running in P3 in class right now, so having a really good race.
Good job.
Mr. Consistent.
Yes, he doesn't make mistakes.
He's on the inside of Sauer right now in that Lambo, trying to get through this pack. Oh my goodness, getting so close.
Make mistakes and got an off track right now.
I do think somebody's... Yeah, I don't know what that is. Occasional little bit of in-game lag there. I'm not sure what that is. But so Turner making his way through the GT4s right now. Dylan Sauer is approaching. Oh, and Alvarado gets back past around Turner through the S's. So I think Turner's approach to the S is not great. Oh, Groom just got a drive through, so I'm going to guess that's for track cuts as well.
I cannot take this out because I didn't take from Billingsley. Will be
No,
okay.
yeah, absolutely. I agree. 4 minutes to go here. And Alvarado, during this, trying to take Kohout. So the GT3's coming through has really set the cat amongst the pigeons again, Tiago.
Yes, GT4, like, it's a great place to be a GT4 right now. It's
It is.
wonderful.
Kohout actually holds on to the lead, and we've now again got 4 of the GT4s back together.
I know
5.
I hate to be unfair, but Groom is fighting. Do you think I should
Take it off. Take it off. Let's do it. Yeah, do it. Let's wave the magic wand. He's fighting.
That could mean a lot of things, but yeah.
I mean, I don't know. We gotta be consistent with it, I guess. But
Yeah.
you know, Billingsley was winning by a fair bit though, right? So we just
I'm gonna send Billingsley a good message, like, yo,
Absolutely.
this fighting was very good content, like, yo, like, it's nothing like about you.
absolutely. And he was winning. We're just trying to spice the race up a bit.
Yes.
Right now,
I'm gonna
Groom
send him a
is
good message.
Groom is sitting in P3 in class with a chance to the race. We're promoting close racing. Billingsley right now P4. So yeah, all good things. Look at Groom having a look between the two of them.
Oh, missed it.
Don't miss it. Oh, Groom's gonna get hit by Sauer. Sauer gets hit by a GT3 coming through. Castro avoids all that. And Groom almost had a shot at getting P1 there as he went through the middle of Kohout and Alvarado. Great stuff here, man. Kind of mean, says Lukey. Kind of mean.
Well, no, he got his drive-through. He was spun around.
Yeah, absolutely. Groom doesn't need a drive-through now anyway. Yeah, absolutely.
No.
We're just playing around a little bit. It's Mondays, you know. The guys, we've seen all kinds of action on a Monday, from the absurd to the hilarious and back again. Oh, Billingsley off there. Was that Billingsley? I think so. Yeah, it is. He's on the grass. He's going for another drive-through.
Oh my God.
Alvarado back into P1 in class. Tiago.
Yes, he just got it when Nick made the mistake before the first hairpin.
Oh, and we got somebody off behind as well, I believe there. A couple of GT3s, maybe.
Dorsch out.
Yeah, Dorsha. So
Light up track.
Alvarado, Kohout, Sauer, all still in the mix here. In the GT3 category, Benito in the lead, but only by a tenth. Rados has closed the distance all the way and is now able to utilize the special power of the Porsche with the late break-in. And
Because Alvarado got a drive through for track.
last lap of the race, can Rados take race number 2 to add to race number 1? His best lap of this race, a 28.2, and Benito's a 28.8. So Rados has the pace, has a little look on the inside. This is a last lap battle for P1 in race 2 here at Donnington. Exciting stuff, as always. And Benito doing well so far as they make their way towards the start of Sector 2. Alvarado just got a drive through as well, I notice.
Yes, he did, but he's not particularly fighting. I'm gonna let it play.
Okay, gotcha. He's on the last lap anyway, right?
Yeah, he's probably gonna eat it and like finish whatever he lost.
Down to the right-hander on the gas. Great stuff from Benito, holding the Porsche off. And the Porsche is going to have an opportunity as long as he gets that. Look at the accelerating power of the GTR and then the braking power of the Porsche, and a mistake by Rados. That could be it. That could cost him his shot at P1 right there. Late braking, but too late that time. So Benito has a little bit of breathing room. Rados is really, really going to have to punch it. Well, he's not going to. Yeah, he's not close enough. So great stuff from Benito. Benito Garza in the Nissan GTR. Here comes the dive from Rados. It won't be enough. And Benito will take P1 in the GT3. Congrats to Benito. Great job. P2 for Rados. Turner going to take P3. Groom. And Castro. Castro taking Groom. And, oh, Cohout's off. Cohout's off as well.
Oh!
So Castro moves up into P2, not just P3. Oh, Groom has a look back on the inside. This is going to go into the last corner right now.
Can he try to switch back on the last corner? Probably too far off.
He's too far off. Groom's going to have a look, though. Castro ran wide, and Groom was so patient. What a move by Eric Groom. And Groom will take P2 in class. Alvarado with the race win. Groom P2, Castro P3, Kohout P4, Sauer P5, and Hopkins P6. Great stuff from them. And your
shot him that right.
your podiums in GT3: Benito Garza P1, Rados P2, Turner P3, Billingsley P4, Dorcius P5, Leite P6, and Cody P7, and Hugo Kusunu P8. So great stuff. I thought that was a really fun race, man. Tonight.
Yes,
Both of them.
Wonderful. Especially the GT4s. It was great content. I loved it. Loved it.
Yeah, really good times.
Yeah.
Good times. Yeah. 30 seconds added on to Alvarado's time, but I don't believe that cost him the win, did it? Oh, it did. It did.
It did?
Yeah,
well,
so
like,
Groom.
30 seconds,
Groom will take P1, Castro P2, and Kohout P3. So what a drive and what a last corner from Eric Groom. Fantastic fun. Fantastic fun. Yeah, that was a really fun one to be a part of. Tiago, if you're willing to have a look at some LMP stuff tonight, I'll be back online in about half an hour or so.
It will be a pleasure.
If you're not
something as well, and I'll be here. Yeah.
All right, awesome. Sounds good. Yeah, I think we'll leave it there then, Tiago.
Of course, that's no problem at all.
Any closing thoughts?
Of course, you good people, thank you for coming once again. Have a wonderful evening. Take care of yourselves and each other as every week.
Yeah, absolutely, guys. Thank you, Tiago, for joining me. That was Tiago Alves. I'm Milo the First. And thank you all for tuning in and joining in the fun on a Monday night. As always, a little bit more relaxed. Some good fun thrown in the mix and some good racing. And a win for Benito. Good job.
Wonderful job.
Yeah, no worries, Daddy. Cheers, guys. Thanks so much. We'll see you next Monday for Monday multi-class madness of some kind. And don't forget, Pint Season 6 begins next Sunday. live from, where are we going, race 1? Zolder.
Zolder.
Circuit of Zolder for race 1, Pint Series 6. And
Oh, in a place that has 25 pit stalls, what could go wrong?
and that broadcast will be brought to you by Paul Kentea and Chris Turner. And I will be on track in the Aston. I'm looking forward to it, man. I'm looking forward to it.
I am. Yes, it will be hectic. It will be super good.
Yeah, absolutely. All right, guys. Good night. Have a wonderful evening. We'll see you next week. Peace out.
Take care as always, people.